Well, our second youngest calves are ready to be vaccinated and castrated in Charlie's case, so we had to get them loaded up in the trailer. If you're new here, we don't have a squeeze chute, and it's a lot easier just to load them up and take them to the vet for vaccinations, and especially castrations, which unfortunately just happened there. He was the second one in the squeeze chute. Lizzie was the first. She got her vaccinations and a bang test, which is for brucellosis, and the state will send a certificate back saying that she was brucellosis free. Back to the lease we call the Mesquite. You'll need to subscribe to see what happened here, because it's some big news. Things are gonna change. Also, surprise, this livestock trailer is no longer our neighbor's, it's ours. He was selling it and we knew we would be in big trouble if we didn't have a way to move cattle. Now back at the farm, my baby Rerun is growing up. He's 6 weeks old and able to be weaned, but we had no intentions to do that yet. However, he had his own plans. This is him nursing on his mom again alongside his brother. I don't think she fully took him back, but as long as Linus is nursing, the one that she kept, he can sneak in and get his own drinks. He's also eating grass now, so he's getting plenty. I've tried to offer him bottles and he's just not hungry for them, so he's getting enough on his own. He'll always be my baby though. There's been quite a bit of action with the pigs lately. The teens destroyed their house and it is rainy season, so we wanted to give them some place where they could get out from the rain. Even though we have an abundance of piglets, we had 32 at this time, we were so happy that Madame Pomfrey looks like she's about to give birth. Finally, she looked like she had nothing for the longest time, but she had a little trouble getting pregnant. The Cooney that's in the Idaho pasture pig breed takes about 2 years to get to sexual maturity, so we think she just had a little more of the characteristics from them and took a little bit longer to get pregnant. The top of their trampoline had fallen off and she was trying to pull it in her house, so I got her some hay from over there and drug it inside the trampoline over to her so she could start nesting for the babies. We will be the first to admit that Madame Pomfrey's nose is a little bit long for the breed, but she is so sweet and she has the biggest floppy ears. We can't get rid of her. The next day, piggies were here. She had 6 and no stillborns. At this point, we didn't actually know she was going to give birth that next day. So Sirius was still in here. We had to block her off and Sirius had to use the rest of the pen. With this many pigs, it's a lot of feed. I keep them all in buckets with their names on them. I have a certain amount I give each one based on age. Once they're 4 months old, they only get 4 pounds based on this particular pellet. And they also get grass. On Friday though, we had 14 less mouths to feed because we sold some of the babies. And on the farm, nothing's easy. Spring, so we've been getting a ton of rain, and of course we have to go through it and can't drive through it to get to the piglets. We have to load a few at a time in this cage on a wagon and take them up to the truck. And repeat the process until they're all there. You want to see more babies, you say? Okay. We borrowed this big old chick brooder from our neighbor next door, and I got it all ready for them to poop on everything. I had enough heat in there. I actually added another heat lamp. I put a little bit of 2x4 scrap under the food, because if you know chicks, they like to scratch shavings into whatever container you have. Into their water, I put a splash of apple cider vinegar in there. It does have to be organic with the mother, that is the colony of bacteria that makes it into vinegar. It works as a warmer for the chicks.
Well, I just picked up the chicks from the post office and I'm gonna get them put up. I've had the heat lamps or the heaters on for probably somewhere around an hour. Seems like everybody's doing okay. 3 and 4. And so on. We've got warmer water, chick starter, and the warming station. If they're bunched up, that means they're cold, and I'll put a brooder lamp on them, which they might need tonight. It was in the 40s last night. If they're way far away from the heat, that means they're hot.
With another video full of babies, I can't let you go without seeing our baby goats another time. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe. I upload most Sundays and you can keep watching us grow our farm. Have a good one.